Morning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to 330 Windsor Avenue in the lovely town of Windsor. And thank you. And for our clients here, how often does the governor come down? He's here a lot, isn't he? He really likes you folks here. He really does. Well, listen, I am thrilled to be here this morning emceeing this amazing event to let you know that good things can happen through government. Yes. And in fact, things can happen in government. And with this administration and this amazing state rep that we have looking out for our best interests, the team, yeah, it's amazing what things can get done. And they are getting done. And we are in a positive forward motion, state of Connecticut, the town of Windsor. Once your mayor is out of here, things will even go exponentially better and faster. But I would like to get through this, and I know everybody's busy, and Governor, thank you so much for taking time to come out today. And first one on the agenda is Ms. Andrea Barton-Reeves, our DSS Commissioner.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for having me. I'm so excited, Mayor, because this is my hometown. As you know, this is where I live. Yeah, so I'm so thrilled to be here this morning. So we are very, very excited to support what was known as House Bill 5781 and also what was known as House Bill 6677. They're now technically public acts, but when you think about a public act, you think about legislation that moves our state forward and provides protections and support for the people that we care about the most. So today, these two bills do a number of things that are really important. One, they provide a lot of transparency. So when our loved ones are looking for a place to spend their days, like this fabulous place, or looking for a nursing home and long-term care supports, one of the things they want to know is whether or not that place is financially stable. Will it be open in the next 2, 3, 5 years? And if it will be, what kind of care are they going to provide? So one of the challenges that we had was, well, how does the normal everyday person know that? Do you need to have an advanced degree in statistics to read the report? Or should you just be able to just get your hands on it and make an informed decision for the people that you love? Probably people who raised you and took care of you. So both of these bills will allow for greater financial transparency. You'll be able to look at the reports in plain language. And on top of that, nursing homes will now have to provide those to us in plain language so that when we put them on our website through DSS, you'll be able to actually download them, read them, print them, and make an informed decision about the best place for the person that you care about. And that's why we're excited. It will also allow for financial responsibility, transparency, and accountability. How often have we read that a particular nursing facility is automatically, I should say, sort of out of the blue, just going out of business? And we wonder, well, how in the world did that happen? When did we know that they were in trouble? And how do I, as a person who has a family member, or even as a resident, how do I know that it's financially stable? Now you'll be able to go onto a website that's easy to find and figure that information out for yourself. Because we all deserve to be informed. We all deserve to have information that we can make our own decisions with and not have someone interpret it for us. And we need to be empowered at every stage of our lives, which is why I'm so excited to be here today. And I can't thank Governor Lamont enough for his vision, for his focus, for his steadfast commitment to everybody in our state, and for understanding how important this is, and for signing these bills today. So thank you for your time.
Yeah. See if they ever let me do this again.
We're going to buy you new glasses.
Well, fortuitously, we have a representative from AARP. Yay. The youngest one in the room, Anna Dorgazi. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Still an AARP member, though. We take you under 50. My name's Anna Dorgazi. I'm one of the policy directors at AARP Connecticut, and I'm thrilled to be here with so many wonderful advocates and friendly faces, tremendous leaders of the Aging Committee, and other legislators, folks from the governor's office, the governor himself, Mairead Painter, Just a wonderful crew of folks who are so invested in making sure that older adults receive the care that they deserve, regardless of the setting where they choose to receive that care as they age. Not a lot of folks know this, but we as a nation are about 10 years away from a really monumentous event, which is that we are going to have more older adults than children under the age of 18 for the first time in our nation's history. And we are not ready. We're just not ready to meet that need and to help people age with dignity and to receive the care that they want and that they need in the setting of their choosing. And that's why AARP was so excited to be part of just this tremendous effort to pass House Bill 5781. In a time when bipartisanship can feel very hard to come by, especially nationally, this is a bill that passed unanimously in both the House and the Senate, and we're thrilled that it also had the strong support of the governor. And we are so happy that even though we are a long ways off from being ready to have a state and a nation that can meet the challenge of an aging population, what we are here to celebrate today is a really tremendous first step in that direction. And I feel very well assured that with the leadership that we have on the Aging Committee and throughout the General Assembly, we are going to do all we can in the next 10 years and well into the future to make sure that whether you're 5 years old like Raina in the back of the room there, or whether you are someone of any age, Connecticut is a place where you can be assured that you are going to have the care that you need and be treated with the respect that you deserve as you age. So thank you again to really everyone in the room, just a tremendous effort all around. Thank you very much.
You're almost done with me. Next up, Marae Painter, our ombudsman.
Pretty good.
Thank you. A lot of practice.
Good morning. Well, it was a little quiet, but I'm Marae Painter. I am the State Long-Term Care Ombudsman. Probably two words you haven't heard before, Marae and Ombudsman, for a lot of people. So my office protects the rights of older adults in long-term care settings. And we were thrilled this year to be able to partner with other advocates in order to promote legislation that really worked to highlight transparency, work to strengthen long-term services and supports, and really help people live with dignity in the setting of their choosing. And we had tremendous support from our administration and our Aging Committee, Human Services, and as Anna said, it was very bipartisan, and we don't often see that. So we were just thrilled. Thank you so much. And also, I have to give a big shout out to our state agencies. I want you all to realize how much of an opportunity we have here in Connecticut because of the partnerships that we have between our state agencies and the level of communication that we have, that we're able to move things forward and really work on behalf of the residents that live here in our state. The ability for us to have this transparency at going third, they've already discussed what we have, but the ability to just look at something and understand and make choices in a proactive way about where you're going to receive those supports is so important. To be able to go into a managed residential community or assisted living community and advocate on behalf of us or support a loved one or a friend that lives there and their desires through a family council. That's something that not many other states or other people have. So I'm really proud of the work that we were able to do here and the support that we've received in order to have things come to my office in an electronic way so that we're able to use that information and take that information and dial down where we need to make changes in the future to strengthen the supports that we have in our state. So although you may not realize it in the community, these are all things that are being done by our administration and by our legislature to really help the benefits that you all receive. So a big thank you to everyone, and thank you all for being here today.
Awesome. So real quick, to my residents, my clients here, you feel like you're being taken care of and watched out for? You can be honest with me. You guys have always been honest with me. I know I can count on you. All right, good. They love me. All right, next up, Ms. Jan Hockadale, State Senator.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to speak with you. Last December, when I received the call that I was asked to be the Senate Chair of the Aging Committee, I was just so pleased. At the time, my dad was 85 years old, very, very sick. I'd often have to go down to Florida to help him and bring him to doctor's appointments, but mostly help my mom, because she found the process just to be overwhelming and frightening. And so it was very, very personal. And then when he passed in February, it continued, because now we have to go through the legal and the financial aspects of everything. And I just thought, like, this isn't just personal to me. It's personal to everyone, right? We find, at least my generation, that we're now taking care of the people that took care of us when we were children, right? And even if you don't have loved ones or elders that are going through it, you might be looking at what's going to happen to me in the future. And you still find that a little bit intimidating. So my co-chair, Representative Jane Garibay, best co-chair in the world. We had a lot of conversations about what are we doing in the state of Connecticut to make sure that the process is less frightening and less difficult for people to go with it. And so that was kind of our mission as we set out to make these bills. We want to make sure that facilities in Connecticut, whether it's a nursing home, a home care agency, or a daycare center, that they are providing safe, reliable, dependable, trustworthy services to those most vulnerable, aging citizens that we care so much about. And so we're so honored to have the governor here today to sign our bills. And I won't go into detail because you're going to be hearing more and more about these bills, but it is a lot about transparency, again, making it easier for folks to take care of those loved ones, to know where not only their money, but our tax money is going, and to make sure that that process is transparent so families can make informed decisions about their loved ones. And we want to make sure that the people that we invite into our homes are people we can trust, that are reliable. And so moving the homemaker companion agencies from the Department of Consumer Protections to the Department of Public Health is going to guarantee that these companies that fail to adequately provide services will no longer be in service. So again, thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the governor for signing today. I do want to say thank you to our committee. It was the best committee, completely bipartisan. And for our community partners that helped us tremendously. We couldn't have done it without our community partners. Again, somebody said it was unanimous through our committees. It was unanimous through the House and through the Senate, and I thank them for both putting their trust in us and getting these bills done. And we're really proud of the work that we did, and we're looking forward to next year and getting more passed. Thank you.
Right. Young lady I'm about to introduce really needs no introduction, but she is a state representative, your state representative, who lives and breathes Windsor. And she takes that energy to the Capitol with her. And today is just a small sign of the successes that she's been able to bring to not just Windsor, but the state of Connecticut. Ladies and gentlemen, State Representative Jane Garibay.
Thank you. I have to say I was so nervous this morning that my husband at about 8:30 put on Mamma Mia and had me sit in bed, have my coffee, cry, laugh, etc., which gave me a good start to the day. So we know a lot about what these bills are, and you've heard that from my also wonderful co-chair, Jan Hockadell. But people say, how did this happen? You know, how did we pull this off? Yeah, we're still amazed. But I called it the perfect storm. And then someone said, how can it be a perfect storm? Storms are awful, as we know. That's been happening across the country. But I looked it up, and it says, a perfect storm is the term for treacherous, simultaneous weather and oceanic conditions, such as strong waves, powerful winds, and torrential rain that conspire to create dangerous seas. So what we have created here is a perfect storm. And there were many components that have to happen to have a storm. And can I have everyone who's from a state agency, Michael, everyone raise your hand, please. Because I know if I try to say everybody, and I'm so grateful they are here, and also our partners, AARP, Leading Age, who am I forgetting here? Alzheimer's Association, Homemakers Companion. All these people had input and kept that storm going. And what comes after a storm? The rainbow, the product of all our work. And we kept in mind the transparency, the accountability, and how do we support? And how do we support our seniors? And change the dialogue that seniors are not forgotten. You are important. You have made us, you know, my parents, my grandparents, and I revere all of you, and you are all my heroes, because sometimes aging is not an easy thing. So I applaud all of you. And I have a lot of my heroes here, like Florence and Willa and the Hellermans, and that came out today to celebrate, and Amelia. Oops, sorry. So all this is important, but we cannot stop here. This is just the beginning. These were good laws. We worked well. But now we have already started talking, what are we going to do next? We're going to be setting up with all our partners, all our agencies, to see where do we go from here, how do we make it stronger, and follow the governor's great guidelines of how do we help people to have choices and age in place if that's what they want, in a safe and loving environment. And I thank the governor for his leadership with that, and all of you, and I'm just so excited and so grateful. I even thank the little pooch over there, you know. It's an exciting time, and we look forward to more. And I just want to say one last thing. The Caring Connection, my mother came here. It's been near and dear to my heart. I've stopped by. I see the wonderful job that they do. So when my town manager called me and he said, Peter Sousa over there, when he said, we have a problem here, can you meet with Cheryl Rosenbaum, who is the director here and could not be here today, but so wonderful. And so they called a meeting with the statewide, with Chrissy Santini, to see what we could do. And that's how 6677, the Adult Day Center bill, began. It began here in your hometown, and just flourished. And we're very grateful. Thank you, everyone. And Mitch Bolinsky is here, Rep. Mitch Bolinsky. He's from Sandy Hook. He was the ranking member. He is the one that brought in the bipartisan support to support these bills, and we are forever grateful for that. Thank you.
So, my last introduction.
I'll get a box next time.
Yeah, can you move your little step stool? So, at this point, I'd like to introduce the governor who was voted the #1 governor during COVID in the United States. The gentleman who kept us safe, kept us working, and kept us with a plan beyond COVID. And every time I see him, I like to remind him of that, because he's already moved on to so many other things. But those are the things that will always set you apart from any other governor. Ladies and gentlemen, our governor, Mr. Ned Lamont.
All right, a couple of things. First of all, stop calling people who are Don's age and my age and Mitch's age aging. Everybody is aging. We have a little seasoning, we have a little bit of experience, we have a little bit of maturity, and I want to make sure that we can all stay in the state that we love. And look, it's pretty hard down there in Florida right now, and it's kind of nice to be up here. It's kind of nice to where you hopefully grew up. It's nice to be able to stay where you can watch your kids and grandkids and maybe even great-grandkids grow up. You don't have to do it on Zoom. You can do it with them. And the folks who are right here are doing everything they can to make sure that Connecticut will always be a place that you can call home. And that's what these bills are all about. Just two other people. I see MD Rahman over there. He's devoted his life to helping people be able to stay in their own homes, and I appreciate that. And Ann Hughes is very active in senior centers and making sure that people have a community just like what you have right here. And we want to do a couple of things with these bills that I hope make a difference. You hear the word transparency. What does that mean? I want to make sure that we know that our public dollars are going to benefit you. Not some overhead, not some other operation, goes to folks right here. Making sure you have the very best to eat at the Caring Connection Cafe. Making sure that the air conditioning is here. Making sure that you have the service and the people and the support that you deserve and that you need. That's what we're trying to do with this bill. I also have heard a lot from the Ombudsman and others that there's some tough times when people are involuntarily moved. And you get a lot of feedback on that. There you are. In terms of how we can make sure that people get their due process, how to make sure they have their rights, make sure that they're in a place where they deserve to be, that's in the best interest of them. And that's what we try and do with a bill like this. I love centers like this. You know, as Jan and Jane said, everybody has a different situation that's right for them, and we want to make sure that we have the situation that's absolutely right for you. That's part of what we want to do with, you know, adult daycare as well, to make sure if you're at home, maybe you're taken care of by somebody in your family, maybe there's a safe place you can go by day. Maybe there are more things we can do for you at home. Maybe there's some amazing senior centers to provide a higher level of care. That's what we're trying to do, make sure we have a place that you feel most comfortable, you know that you're safe. And I'm just so proud of everybody standing with us right here. Amy Porter, by the way, she runs aging, and thank you. We changed the name from aging to something else, and making sure that at a department level, we are there to take care of each and every one of you. So without further ado, let's sign the bill. Hey, who's the funny man? There you go. Have a plastic pen, funny guy.
Okay.
The rest should be signed.
Oh,
You just hand
okay.
them out. It's easy one
That's
day.
easy. Pretend those pens did something.
I have one more. So.
Get one of these?
No, there aren't enough. I got one. You got it?
We got it. Here,
I'll
you know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave somebody out and they'll be forever angry with me.
Thank you so much.
Hey. Rarely.
We're aging and we're proud.
I signed up for
Getting more experienced by the day.
benefit yesterday.
Can't wait.
All right, thanks, everybody.